Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahshai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahshai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahshai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who were at Great Millstone. Blessings and attention to the Yakims and the folk on the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Common lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, 144,000 and the one-third, men, women, and children. Confusion of faith, Israelites are scattered among the heathen. Right? Crisis intensified, as US, they added more sanction, to confiscate Venezuelan assets, right? So we see now this thing intensifying, on Venezuela. That's why, the men, the Lord on this side in Trinidad and Tobago and across the globe, across the globe, especially the apostles, right? Starting with El Apostle Tara being telling that the war gonna come on this side. You understand? And the brothers here was being saying it too. And we seen it, the war is right by Trinidad and Tobago border, which is only 7 miles from Venezuela to Trinidad. So they're gonna be caught in the crossfire. You understand? They're gonna be caught up in the crossfire, right? So we see the crisis intensifying because of the sanction that America added onto Venezuela to confiscate the assets. We see the England, they reject President Maduro request to repatriate his gold from the bank of the United Kingdom. So they tell you that he can't get his gold, just like when you go just like when you go to the bank, right? And you want a certain amount of money, they tell you do all kind of extra stuff and wait till something processed before you get your money. When you go, if you say you go to the ATM machine, they only allow you to take out X amount per day, and that's supposed to be your money. And that's how the so-called white man is ruled, right? He's not a man. He's not a man. He's not a man. He's not a man of justice, right? His soul that his soul that is him is now upright. He's not an upright man. You understand? He is the true definition of a nigger, right? You understand? So I got some article. I just want to run through. You know, Edify the Church of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We got things intensifying in um in Venezuela. So they're gonna affect this region. So the war now come on the western side. You understand? The war come on the western side now. So all the monkeys we be telling you Israelites, hey, repent, get yourself right. You understand? Get yourself right. Got things gonna get real hard in this country. You understand? Things gonna get real, real, real hard. Right? So let me just pull up some of these articles from RT News. Right? Let me just pull up some of this. Right, let me just share. Right? Yeah, so things gonna get things gonna get drastic out here. You understand? Because this devil last try to get his hand on Venezuela. You understand? This is the last go round to try to get control over that. You know? Because this devil gonna be taken down. This is the end of the rulership. You understand? So they're gonna be taken down, right? These devils gonna be taken down. Right? Right. So this is from RT News. This article is from RT News. Right, and it was published on the 29th of January 2019, right? Which is today. Right? It says cynical US sanction mean to confiscate, right? Confiscate Venezuela assets. Lavor, right? Right? So the scripture says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's good. You understand? And these devils claiming that they are a God fearing country, right? On the money they say God bless. Let me check it. Let me check it. I don't want to take it around. Let me check this dollar I have here. I think it said God bless America. Let me just check it and see. Yeah, God gonna bless America with 200 million missiles. You understand? That's about to come on these devil, right? That's what about to come on these devil. Right? Let me see if I find this dollar somewhere. Let me see if I find it. Yeah, right. I think this would say, um, no, it's in God we trust, right? That's what they will say. The dollar in God we trust. Yeah, in God we trust. So they portray themselves to be this big God fearing country, but yet still you coveting thy neighbor's thing. You understand? You put in sanction on people to steal the assets, to steal the resources. You understand? So now, hey, the world seeing how you devils being ruling. You understand? The Most High said, "With the earth thou judge not with righteousness." Right? You understand? The Most High see how you devils being ruling. Let me get a precept before I go into this article. Right? So the whole world see your nakedness. Right? Um, this is Psalms 58, verse 1. Do he indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do he judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart he work wickedness. In your mind, you imagine wickedness. You understand? He said, he weighed the violence of your hand in the earth. You understand? That's how the so-called white man move. You understand? Because you have the military might, you have the power, you can do that. Right? He said, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they're born, speaking lie. You understand? This is the so-called white man. Right? It's, right? And I'm gonna play this video later. This is the U.S. Secretary, um, the U.S. Treasury Secretary, which is Stephen Mnuchin, right? He said they're using the economic power to bring a regime change in Venezuela. That's why you Venezuela people going through where going through is because of these devil. The so-called white man showing how much he hate you Israelite. You so-called Venezuelan Israelite. And why you going through the low oppression, shortage of food, shortage of medication, because the so-called white man put sanction on you and they withhold your access. You understand? This is the devil that causing all the problem in the earth. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna take you devils out. You are the cancer in the earth, right? It's a Russian FM um condemning the US for basically confiscating Venezuela state property. You understand? Right? He said, as Washington announced sanction against government-run oil company PDV, PDVSA, right? You understand? So there's what this devil doing, right? It's It says Sergei Lavrov slammed the U.S. sanction against Venezuela, calling them um, cynical as Washington froze the $7 billion assets of the state-run oil company PDVSA as its U.S. right. So they frozen the people assets. This is what they do, right? And this 7 billion is 7 billion US. You understand? This is what America do, right? Right? Let me go to this. Let me get this one. Let me go to this one. Let me go to this word cynical, right? All right. Go to the Slovakia. Slovakia. All right. Go to the word cynical. It's of or relating to the belief that human action or motivate only for primary by base desire or selfishness. Right? So the selfishness with these devil. Understand? Right? It's a selfishness with them. Right? And one of the laws said, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor goods. You understand? Right? So it's all about selfishness with these devil. Right? Right? Um this is Exodus. Look at this. Because these devil claiming that they are God fearing country. They claiming that hey, Ronald Reagan, he declared his one year, Ronald Reagan declared the Bible as the um a matter of fact, let me see I pull it up. Oh, I get the exact year. Right? President Reagan. Right? He pull it up. Right? Let me read this. Exodus chapter 20, verse right? Exodus chapter 20, verse verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. You understand? Nor anything that is thy neighbor. Right? Um, the United States, he said in the United States, 1983 was designated as the National Year of the Bible by President Ronald Reagan. The proclamation of the 518 made on February the 3rd, 1983, as the annual national prayer basket. So you people, you devils going to be judged by these same laws because you declare in the year 1983 as the year of the Bible. You understand? So you devils going to be judged by these same laws, right? You understand? You're going to be judged by these same laws, right? Let's read this again. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, or his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor. You understand? So you're going to covet the people assets because you want to steal the resources, right? You want to steal the resources, right? So you devils got a lot for pay for. Hey, you Israelites in Venezuela, you so-called Venezuela, I need to repent. Because nothing not gonna, it's not gonna de-escalate, no, it's gonna escalate. It's gonna escalate because prophecy, right? You understand? Right? He said Sergei Lavrov slammed the US sanction against Venezuela, calling them cynical as Washington froze the $7 billion assets of the state-run oil company PDVSA. He said, and it is U.S. subsidiary Citgo. He said Moscow top diplomat implied that the White House is pursuing vested interest in Venezuela. Yeah, because they want the access. They want to steal the resources. That's exact. Why you think they in Afghanistan? Why you think they in Iraq, Libya, Slovakia? You understand? Why you think they in these places? It's not to fight no terrorists. They are the terrorists. There's who create the terrorists. There's who fund the terrorists. There's who arm the terrorists. The so-called white man is the biggest terrorist on the face of the earth. He is the terrorist that needs to be taken out. He's there to steal your resources. He's there to overthrow your government and set up his puppet government so they could give everything over to him. You understand? So the Most High making his legs bare is see the wickedness of the so-called white man. He's the devil that the Bible speak of. Right? You understand? Right? He said a lot of them believe that what the US is doing is simply trying to confiscate Venezuela money under the guise of sanction. That's exactly what they're doing. So they put heavy sanction on Venezuela, freeze the assets, put you so called Venezuela under severe pressure, and then come into the council, the UN council, and said Nicolas Maduro is an evil man. He's starving his people, he's killing his people, we need to change him. And the people in the world are so docile, there's a bunch of imbeciles, they can believe everything this devil said. They can believe everything this devil said because Colombia with them, right? Brazil with them, Argentina with them, Peru with them, Chile with them, and Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Chile, all y'all are Israelites. And you follow the devil. The scripture said, "Don't hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished." You follow the devil to go against your brother, Asher, which is so-called Venezuela, is your brother, right? He said, nothing, nothing that the U.S. has experienced in such illegal affair, given a legal affair. Give Iraq, Libya, Iran, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Panama as an example. So, hey, these are Israelite right here. Cuba, Nicaragua, and Panama. They are so that predominantly Israelite that dwell in there. Right? We know we got Israelite in Libya, which is Syrian, right? We got Israel in Libya, we got Israel dwelling in Iraq, and also in Iran. You understand? But why you go to this country? Why you at war this country? You put embargo on Cuba for years. You understand? So this man guilty of all charge. this man guilty. You understand? This man guilty of all charge. Right? That is a guilty man. You understand? Right? Um, that is a guilty man. Is guilty. Right? They say Washington sanction were announced on Monday as Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said they are they are meant to prevent a further diversion of Venezuela assets by President Nicolas Maduro. You understand? He said restriction are to remain to force till expenditures, right? He said he said restriction are to remain in force till expeditious transfer of control to the interim president or the subsequently democratically elected government take place. So what they want to do, they want to enforce democracy, which is the poison, which is the poison. You understand? They want to enforce that, which is the bomber-clad poison. So they're oppressing a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, right? But there's when you play with a serpent, right? This is when you play with a serpent. So the serpent biting you, so-called Venezuela now because you play with him. Soon Nicolas Maduro say, you know what? We not taking selling the oil in the US dollar anymore, which is the petrodollar. The serpents had a bite. You understand? The serpents had a bite. So there's the judgment for laying for playing laying with a serpent. All a serpent know to do is bite, right? That's all a serpent know to do. Bomber clad bite, right? This is we get to say, right? This is Micah. Um, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. He said, woe to them that devise iniquity. So woe to you, so-called white people. Woe to you, Esau. Use the man of iniquity. Use the son of perdition. Right? He said, woe to them that devise iniquity and worketh evil upon their bed. So they work this evil on their bed because they try to overthrow Venezuela at the time of Chavez, but it wasn't successful. You understand? Although the get Chavez out of the way, it still wasn't successful. They tried many attempts to take. It was alleged that they tried many attempts to take out Nicolas Maduro, but they're not successful. So they're using this puppet, one Guaido, to put him inside it and to fund him with money and whatever he needs to let the people see that they know that he is the one who doing things for the people. Well, that's a setup because when they get, let me say they get where they want in Venezuela, they can get rid of him and they're gonna pressure you. They're gonna put severe pressure on you Israelite, you so-called Venezuela. Why you think you are suffering? Why you think all the suffering and starvation going on in Caracas? It's because of the devil, the so-called white man, right? He said, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Yeah, because the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You so-called white people are the wicked, right? He said, and they covet field and take them by violence. They covet field and take it by violence, right? They send this article. Let me see if it's this one. Take this one is, um, let me see, is which one? One of them, one of them, I think is this one, eh? No, I think it's this one, right? I think it's this one. Let me see, right? Uh, let me see if it's this one. I have it, right? I think they sent 50,000 troops to, my God, open the next stop. I feel the tap closed by accident. I might go open the next stop, right? I might go open the next stop. I feel the tap closed by accident, right? Let's see. Right, this is let's say RT News is give intelligent. So by the time you see two, three articles pop up, a whole set more pop up. Right? I think it's somewhere around here. It's let's see if I find it back. Right? I know I see this morning when I was going through it. It's they sent I think they're sending 5,000 troops to Colombia. You know Colombia is part of NATO. Colombia is right close to Venezuela. I know when I was going through the article then this morning, I see it. Right? Uh, let's spare a minute, documents. Let's see if we go down somewhere and see. I know I see this morning, but I got end up closing the tab by accidentally. Right? We won't see it this morning. Oh, look at right there. To what they have, Hashem, Mishai. Right? It's right. It's a upset, fail, or unspoken threat. He said Bolton, 5,000 troop. Right? He said notepad line up. Right, for Venezuela. Right, he said U.S. Secretary Advisor John Bolton seemed to be broadcasting a big plan for the regime change operation in Venezuela when he was photographed with a yellow legal pad. He said on which he scroll 500 troops to Colombia. You understand? So hey. This thing gonna only escalate. And with them troop going there for in Colombia, it's a invade Venezuela to overthrow Nicolas Maduro, right? Because there's how America is move. America they were sending the economical hitman, and when the economical hitman fail, they were sending the Jacos. And if the Jaco fail the assassination, they send in the military. This how these devils work. You understand? This how these devils work. So the Most High is killing them up. You understand? Like how Big Brother Barris, Americans keep using the same formula over and over and over. They keep using the same formula over and over. Yeah, right? Yeah. So this we scroll on a notepad, a yellow page notepad, right? You scroll over 5,000 troops to Colombia, right? That's why it say Micah chapter 2 verse 2. And they covet field and take them by violence. And where's all this taken by violence? They're sending the troop, the military troop. You understand? He said, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's how these devils move. So they oppress a man, his house, even a man, and his heritage. Right? So when they oppressing Nicolas Maduro and his house, they tell you that he needs to step down. You understand? That's what they say, that he needs to step down. You understand? Right? Let me just right. That's how these devils move. Right? That's how these devils move. Right? They say US announced sanction against Venezuela oil firm. Is that oil firm belongs to you, Isa? It doesn't belongs to you, but it's just greed. You understand? It's just greed. And this is showing that when you play with a serpent, you just get bite. Right? You just get bite when you play with a serpent. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Right? You want to lay down and make deal with these devils. These devils don't keep the word. As a as apostle Ramla said, these devils don't play by the rules. You understand? They don't play by the rules. Right? Let me just run this video. Right? These devils don't play by the rule. Right?
Thank you. Today, Treasury took action against Venezuela's state-owned oil company, PDVSA, to help prevent the further diversion of Venezuela's assets by former President Maduro. The United States is holding accountable those responsible for Venezuela's tragic decline. We will continue to use all of our diplomatic and economic tools to support interim President Guaido, the National Assembly, and the Venezuelan people's efforts to restore their democracy. PDVSA has long been a vehicle for embezzlement, for corruption, for Venezuelan officials and businessmen. Today's designation of PDVSA will help prevent further diversion of Venezuela's assets by Maduro and will preserve these assets for the people of Venezuela where they belong. The path to sanctions relief for PDVSA is through the expeditious transfer of control to the interim president or a subsequent democratically elected government who is committed to taking concrete and meaningful actions to combat corruption. Today's action against PDVSA follows my determination that persons operating in the Venezuelan oil sector may now be subject to sanctions. Today, OFAC also issued a number of general licenses that authorize certain transactions and activities with PDVSA for limited periods of time to minimize any immediate disruptions and support of ongoing humanitarian efforts. Citgo assets in the United States will be able to continue to operate, provided that any funds that would otherwise go to PDVSA instead will go into a blocked account in the United States. Refineries.
Yeah, so hey, they will press a man in his house, even a man his heritage. Right? You understand? This is what these devils do. Right? Devil's gonna pay. US gave opposition leader Guaido control over some Venezuela asset. Right? So they're using Jake to overthrow Jakes. That's why the most I say is people are foolish. You understand? People are foolish. So you seize the man asset, you understand? And and to give it to the opposition leader. So you causing the confusion. You causing the confusion in the people place. You cause the confusion, right? You Israelites need to open your eyes and see what's going on and repent and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? That's what you need to do. Hey, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. You understand? This you devils need to do. Now, so that you Israelites, you so-called Venezuelan need to take heed and see what's going on. Stop thinking with the emotion. You understand? That's what you need to do. He said the US Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo has authorized Venezuela opposition leader and self-declared interim president Juan Guaido to take control of US lead assets belonging to the country government. This is confusion. This is war. This is confusion. So they know this. They know the people in Venezuela are hungry. They know the people starving. They know the people gotta get medication. So they give it to this self-proclaimed leader, so the people can flock to him to overthrow Maduro. But you never not gonna be successful because we're Russia inside it and China inside it, and this gonna just lead to war. That's why we keep telling you, Israelite, get right. Repent, turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is war. This is straight up war. You understand? He said the clarification issue on Tuesday. He said apply to certain Venezuela government and central bank property held by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. He said or any other U.S. issue banks. So when they do, they seize this man assets, which is convicting this man. You're not supposed to convict anything of thy neighbor. You understand? They will press a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right? You understand? You understand? Right? He said this clarification, right, will help Venezuela illegitimate government safeguard those assets for the benefit of the Venezuelan people. That this is a lie. This is a lie. This is a lie. Because when they put the duppy inside it, what thing you do? He can sign everything over to these devil. Because they is who set him up. Right? State Department spokesman report. said in his statement, right? Don't believe nothing these devils say. You understand? So all this is confusion. The so-called white man he's the vessel of confusion. You understand? He's the vessel of confusion. What did the United Kingdom do? Let me see if we can pull up the article. Right? Let me see if we can pull up the article. When the United Kingdoms they hold on the goal for Venezuela. Let me see if I can find my article and pull it up. Come on, you people need to open your eyes and see what's going on. You understand? Need to open your eyes. This man is the devil. Right? Let me see if I find about this article. Right? Let me see if I find that article somewhere. Let me see if I find it back. Right? Yeah. Let me see if I find it back. Right? The ministry this piece up by time. I'll look for the this is Abacub, right? Because they want to restore what democracy, right, in Venezuela, right? Where they keep saying democracy is detrimental to you. Democracy is detrimental to you, Israelite, right? It is very detrimental to you, Israelite. Democracy gonna get is democracy gonna destroy two-thirds of our people, right? You said the bank of make it righty, right? Right? This is right. This is righty, right? Let me just read this heading righty, right? It says Bank of England block Maduro 1.2 billion gold withdrawal. So tell me if this is not. Tell me if this is not a violation. This is why you so-called Venezuelan in the position you're in. You understand? This is why you have enemy. The enemy is the so-called white man. You understand? The so-called white man is you Israelite enemy, right? Let me get this in Amos, right? Let me get this in Amos, right? Right. This is Amos. It's just let me just pull up thing on your screen and ask you to do that and ask you to play anything. Right. This is Amos Amos chapter 1. Amos chapter 1 verse Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, for 3 transgression of Edom, which is you so-called white people, and for 4 will I not turn away the punishment thereof. So you people are going to be punished. You devils going to serve 1,000 years of slavery. You understand? And after 1,000 years of slavery, you devils going to be eradicated. Obadiah 1 and 18. Right? He said, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Who's the brother? The brother is Jacob. You break the brotherly covenant, right? He said, and did cast off all pity. You have no pity. Why do you think he's starving you, Venezuela now? Why do you think he put his sanction on Venezuela? Why do you think he froze your assets? And you can't withdraw your money. You can't get your gold. He besieged you. Now he said now he planned to send 5,000 troops to Colombia. This president, this new elected president of Brazil, uh, Bolsonaro, he opened the talks with America to allow them to put a base there. Well, Argentina already in their pocket. They have them as a puppet already, right? He said because he did pursue his brother with a sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. So this man anger tear perpetually. This man have an ongoing hatred for you, Israelite. This man not gonna stop. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gotta come and take this devil out. He's not gonna stop. Right? He said, and he keep his wrath forever. You understand? And he keep his wrath forever. The Most High said, but I will send a fire upon Teman. Teman is the Germans. You are Edomites, right? Which shall devour the palace of Bozrah, right? Today, Bozrah is what America. America's spiritual Bozrah too, because Bozrah is a city in Edom, which is you Edomites, right? You understand? He said the Bank of England has blocked Nicholas Batura official from withdrawing 1.2 billion worth of gold. You understand? He said Bloomberg report dealing a future blow to the embattled Venezuelan president as he tried to salvage his authority. According to the report, which cited unnamed report familiar with the matter, the goal is a significant part of the 8 billion in foreign reserve held by the Venezuela Central Bank. So this establishment from repatriated his goal that they have. The same thing to do with Ethiopia, right? The same thing to do with Ethiopia. These devils going down, right? These devils going down. Miss Betty, y'all going down. You devils going down. You understand? You devils going down. So all this is confusion. This is war. This is gonna be war. You understand? This is gonna be war. Right? Let me go back to this article. Right? They're gonna be war. Right? He said Maduro slammed American authority for stealing the company and demanded Donald Trump demanded Donald Trump to keep his hand off of Venezuela. You so-called white people are the biggest thief on the face of the planet. Right? You are the biggest thief on the face of the planet. He said Venezuelan president blamed the US for orchestrating a coup under the guise of protecting the interests of local people. All this is a lie. You understand? Don't believe nothing the devil say. Washington support the leader of the National Assembly, Juan Guaido, who declared himself as interim president following the violent clash on the street of Caracas. This article bring confusion in there. You understand? And this is why we telling you, so-called Venezuela, you are Israelite, repent. Because this is Jacob trouble. This is Jacob trouble. You understand? This is Jacob trouble. The devil come down on you having great wrath. We bring down. Because the devil is so-called white man, he coming down hard. And this crisis in Venezuela gonna affect the Caribbean island. Because if you look at this here, right? You look at this map, right? We put it up. This little chart right here, right? This was in the Trinidad Daily Express I think it was last week or 2 weeks back or a week and a half back. This is Venezuela right here. This whole piece of scene right here, this is Venezuela. Right? This is Venezuela. Right? This is where Russia can set up the base. Right? This is Trinidad and Tobago right here. Only 7 miles away. Right? This is Guyana right here. This is a couple of miles away from Venezuela, right here. You got a place there, Essequibo, right close to Venezuela, right there in Guyana. So these places, they're about to send in 5,000 troops to Colombia. Colombia is you are Israelites too, but you part of the devil, you are part of the beast. So you're gonna be destroyed. You so-called Colombia need to repent. You are Israelite. But this Colombia close to Venezuela too. Right? This is Brazil. They close to Venezuela too. Right? Guyana close to Brazil. You understand? These places gonna be affected. Jamaica, Barbados, all these places gonna be affected. Because these countries are import countries. The food and every other supplies, the energy supply come off our ship. So this is Jacob trouble. This is Jacob trouble. You understand? So the crisis is gonna intensify, it's gonna increase. Nothing not gonna buy long. It's not gonna buy long, it's gonna increase. Guys, prophecy. Jacob trouble gotta come, America gotta be destroyed. You understand? America gotta be destroyed. Right? He said Venezuela opposition is also backed by the US Latin American allies, which go back to we just see Colombia. Is Colombia, right? The Latin American country who back America is Colombia. Period. This is Israelite predominantly a populated with Israelites. Right? This is the Northern Kingdom, which is Colombia, Peru, Chile, Brazil, and Argentina. This is the Northern Kingdom. You so-called Latinos and so-called Native American Indians. Who back who back Venezuela along with Turkey, China, Russia, and Iran. Cuba back them. Cuba is Vanessa, they are Israelite. Mexico are Israelite. And Bolivia. Right? You understand? And with Venezuela, Cuba, Mexico, and Bolivia, this is a straight walk into America back door. On the southern border where Trump want to build a wall. You understand? On the southern border where Trump want to build a wall. Right? Let me see if I can pull up this right? So this war will go off. It's nothing you people could do to stop it. It is prophecy. All right, let me see if I find it. All right. Let me pull up this map and show you something. All right. This is Russia right here. All right. Belarus, NATO. Ukraine, NATO. So NATO surround Finland, Sweden, all these places NATO. Right? Denmark, Germany, Poland, all these is Romania, all these is NATO. See, they're close to Russia border, right? All these is NATO allies, close to Russia border. This is Russia. So let me go to the US, right? Let me go to the US, right? Let me show you something here, right? This is the United States here, right? This is United States, right? Canada's part of the United States too, right? This is the United States right here. Let me show you something here. This is Mexico. Mexico side with Venezuela. So this is a clear run into This is the border they want to build on the south, on the southeast, the south. Right? This is the border they want to build. Right? How do you see? This is Venezuela right here. Right? This is Venezuela. Let me see what I see. Peru. Right? This is Venezuela right. Not Peru, Bolivia, Slovakia. Right? Let me see if I can see Bolivia. So close Trinidad to Venezuela, right? Only 7 miles. So close Guyana is too. All these places gonna be affected in the war. You understand? Right? This is Cuba. So all these routes Russia and Russia allies gonna use to enter into America, because America gonna be invaded. You understand? America gonna be invaded. You understand? And China got foothold in Guyana, they got foothold in Trinidad, they got foothold in Barbados. You understand? So China and Russia's allies. So they're gonna use all these routes to come into America, because America gonna be invaded. Ezekiel 38. You understand? They're gonna be invaded, right? You understand? They're gonna be invaded, right? So this come in, right? He said Venezuela position is also backed by the US Latin American allies as well as many European countries, including the UK, Germany, France, and Spain. All these are Edomites, right? They are Edomites. Russia is an Edomite too, but Russia is set up for prophecy to destroy America, because that's all the Most High gonna use. The Most High gonna use Esau against Esau. If a house divided against itself, the house can't stand. So Russia, Spain, France, Germany, and the UK, they are the house of Esau, right? So the UK, Germany, France, and Spain, they are gonna shoot missiles at America. Revelation 17:16. Because it said the beast shall hear the whole. So all these countries gonna turn against America, right? Revelation 17 and 16. The beast gonna hear the whole. So who back in Venezuela is Russia, China, Turkey, and Iran, right? He said, and a member of other country stand by President Maduro, right? Who received 67.8% of the vote in the 2018 presidential election. You understand? Right? So this, hey, shit about to get real soon out here. You understand? Shit about to get real soon, right? Um, he said China now show off new Guam killer missile as tension with US rise. You think this nation got these missile on exhibition, that these missile gonna use these missile as part of the Mossad military. This is the Mossad armory. These missiles gonna use. You understand? These missiles gonna use, right? It's China has unveiled a new intermediate range ballistic missile that it claimed can strike the US territory of Guam or its warship at sea to show off the strength come as both countries square off over Thailand, Taiwan, right? You understand? So hey, these nation these nation getting ready for war. Understand? Right? Yeah, these nations get ready for war. You understand? These devils going down, man. Right? These devils going down. So hey, they get ready to send troops into Colombia, which Colombia is part of, right? So they say US announced sanction against Venezuela state oil company, right? PDVSA, right? Um, so this shit gonna get real, right? Gonna get real, right? It said China opposed sanction against Venezuela, say US will be responsible for consequences. These is big, big and powerful words. Let the weak say I'm strong, right? Let me just read this one in Habakkuk because they said they want when this devil was saying that they want to restore democracy in Venezuela, right? They want to democratically elect a government, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Let me start from 4. It said, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith, and the just gonna live by the faith. The just are the Israelites, the elect, right? His soul means his spirit. His spirit is not right in him. He's a devil, right? He's a devil, right? It's not right in him. You understand? Soul is not right in him, right? Um, say verse 5, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, or we transgress by wine, he forces democracy. Democracy commanded philosophies, which is go back to different religion, different doctrine, right? Homosexuality, lesbianism, idolatry, lies, and theft. That's what commanded democracy. Democracy is detrimental to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. There's we transgress with is democracy, which is lies. When you accept democracy, you accept homosexuality, idol worship, pedophilia, bestiality, theft, all these kind of these wickedness you gotta accept. You gotta allow it to be a part of society, right? He said he is a proud man, need to keep it at home. So we do it in Venezuela. He's a proud man, need to keep it at home. We do it in Colombia, we do it in Brazil, we do it in Iraq, Somalia, Afghanistan, Syria. We do it in these places. He's a proud man. Need to keep it at home. America have over 800 base around the world, which is embassy, which is a garrison. He at war right now in 7 countries. Now we going at war with Venezuela now because he do this thing to steal your resources, right? He said he said he is a proud man. Need to keep it at home, and he's the only man that have his military scattered across the globe. You understand? Which other nation, which other race of people you know have the military spread out across the globe like the so-called white man, right? Because he hide under these names like Russians, Americans, the UK, Germans, France, Spain. He hide under these names. It's the same race of people. They are Edomites. The beast, the beast is the power structure of these Edomites. The beast go back to the NATO, the EU, right? He said he's a proud man, need to keep it at home, who enlarge his desires hell. He enlarge his desires hell. His desire is to steal your resources. His desire is to punish you till you die. His desire is to destroy the Israelites. His desire is to oppress you people and take control all your resources. There's the so-called white man desire, right? He said, who enlarge the desires hell. Hell go back to the grave. The word hell in the Hebrew is shahol, which means grave. The grave never satisfies. You could bury, they said the earth have over 7 billion people. You could bury each and every one away, right? And still the earth not gonna full. It still got space. So this man do not satisfy. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gotta come and take this man out. Because he's not gonna stop destroying, he's not gonna stop stealing and oppressing people. This man is the problem on the face of the earth. This is why you people sick. This is why you people uneasy. This is why you have no control over your woman. This is why you have all this disease. Because of this devil. Right? Alright, it said who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Anyway this man go is death. Anyway this man touch down, death follow him. He is the average of death. That's why they got chemtrail in the air. That's why you're drinking fluoride water. That's why you're eating GMO food. That's why they got these pharmacies all over the place. Which pharmaceutical pills he turned into killing the world. This man is death. And we warning you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you confused the faith, we warning you. Repent, turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Things gonna get worse. You understand? There is no turning back. Things gonna get worse. You understand? Things gonna get worse. Right? He said, and cannot be satisfied. So this man cannot be satisfied. So no coincidence this man trying to get Venezuela resources. He cannot be satisfied. The scripture said, I have more than a heart per wish. Right? Let me get a precept. Right? They have more than a heart per wish. Right? You understand? They have more than a heart per wish. Right? Let me get a precept. Alright? So the war there, inevitable. You understand? The war is inevitable. The war gonna escalate from Venezuela. It's gonna come right through the whole region. So the war is inevitable. The war is on the western side now. Right? You understand? It said, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap it unto him all people. Right? So they can't be satisfied. The Most High said, I have more than a heart per wish. Let me get that. I have more than a heart per wish. All right, this is Psalm 73. All right, this is Psalm 73 for bum, 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 bum. Psalm 73 for let me start from what he said. Truly, Psalm 73 verse 1, he said, truly the power, Yahweh, is good to Israel, good to the Israelites. He's the power of the Israelites. Right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Even to such as are of a clean heart, and the elect is of a clean heart. Right? The 144,000 and the 1/3 then with the children and contrition of face. 2/3 of people are going to be destroyed alongside with the devil. Right? Verse 2. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My step had well nigh slipped. For I was envy at the foolish is you so-called white people, right? Job 30, you are children of fools, right? He said, but I was envy at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, right? So the wicked flowing in wealth, which is these Edomites, right? He said, for they are not bound in their debt, but their strength is firm, so there are no bond in the debt, right? He said, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So they're not in trouble like an Israelite man, right? He got study how we can pay his bill. When if he vehicle broke down, he has study how we get this money to fix it. You know, they're not in these kind of these they're not like other men because what? This is their heaven. This is the so-called white man heaven, right? Verse 6, he said, therefore pride come to pass them about as a chain, so they're full of pride. This is why the thing Habakkuk is heart doesn't lift up in him is not right. You understand? He's a proud man, right? Right? He said, therefore pride come to pass them about as a chain, and violence cover them as a garment. So they are about violence. The so-called white man is all about violence, right? It's all about violence. That's why we're telling you people that the crisis in Venezuela is going to escalate, right? World War III is inevitable, right? It's going to escalate, right? You understand? Uh, he said, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. So the eyes stand with fatness, and they have more than the heart could wish. These people filthy, filthy rich. These elite banking family, Rothschild, Rockefeller, DuPont, Goldman Sachs, they're filthy rich. I read an article a couple of years, about a year and a half back, and it was saying if Trump want to win the tariff war, they have to collapse the economy. So when they collapse the US dollar, they're gonna implement the RFID microchip, right? He said their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully, they are corrupt people, and they speak wickedly concerning oppression. You understand? Right? He said, they set their mouth against the heaven, and their tongue walk through the earth, right? Which is lies, right? He said, therefore his people return hither, and water of a full cup are wrung out unto them. And they say, how did the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? This is how proud these people. This is how proud is these Edomites. Is there knowledge in the Most High? How did the Most High know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? Let me get a quick precept. And that's how proud is these devils. That's why the Most High got to take them out. Right? The Most High got to take them out. This is Psalms 96. No, Salak is Psalm 94, verse 8. Psalm 94, verse 8. Understand he brutish among the people, and he fools. When will he be wise? He that planted the ears, shall he not hear? He that formed the eyes, shall he not see? You understand? He that chastises the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. So the Most High who create your ears, your eye, your nose, he know everything. That's why his name is Yahweh. He exists. You understand? It tell you is wisdom of Solomon. Let me get it quick. All right? You understand? Let me get it quick. I think it's wisdom of Solomon 13. Is incorruptible spirit. Uh, let's see. All right? I think it's somewhere. Let's see. Yeah. It's wisdom of Solomon chapter 12, verse 1. He said, for thy incorruptible spirit is in all things. Right? So the Most High know all things. You understand? Right? The Most High know all things. Right? So let me go back to Psalm 73. Right? Psalm 73 verse Psalm 73 Psalm 73 verse 11. He said, and they say, which is the Edomites, how did the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. They increase in riches. That's why we go back to Habakkuk. They have more than they have more than the heart could wish. Right? So we read back Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, which is democracy. He is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarge his desires. Hell, his desire is to get everything and still he's not going to be satisfied. Right? You understand? And is as dead and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap it unto him all people. How he got his nation unto him? Through his democracy, in forcing democracy on these people, going and overthrow governments and set up democracy and his puppet leader. That's how we gather all these nations to himself to walk in his ordinance, which is democracy. This is why we keep saying to you, Israelite, democracy is detrimental to you, Israelite. Is detrimental. Detrimental. Tongue tie of their salakio. Right? Shalom to Israel United. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakatam. I's not elder. I's a baby in the street. You know, I's a baby just like you. I's not elder. You know, so Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Brakatadash Brakatam. Right? Right? So hey, right, verse 6. He said, um, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increased that which is not his? And this is what I'm to you, devil gonna be destroyed. Right? How long unto him that laid it himself with thick clay? That's why America is debt. Their debt is over 20 something trillion and growing. He laid himself in thick clay. That's why they're gonna collapse the economy and to push the microchip. Right? They're gonna collapse the economy to push the microchip. So it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb, and say unto him, woe to him that increased that which is not his? And that's why I see China, Russia telling them, hey, stay out of Venezuela business, because China invest there, Russia invest there, Iran also will send warship down in the Caribbean Sea. You understand? So hey, all hell about to break loose on the western side. The war now come on the western side. Russia down on the western side, China down on the western side, Iran down on the western side. You understand? Turkey. So these big powerhouse down on the western side. So the war on the western side now. You understand? Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for a booty unto them? You understand? Yeah, America gonna be a spoil. America gonna be destroyed. Because thou spoil many nations, he said, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So these nations gonna spoil America. America gonna be spoiled. Right? America gonna be spoiled. Right? This is right? They're gonna be spoiled. You devils not gonna escape. Right? You devils not gonna escape. You understand? The devil's not gonna escape. All right, let me get this one in is Isaiah chapter 14, verse Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4. He said that thou shalt take up this parable against the king of Babylon. That's why they're telling Donald Trump he's the king of Babylon right now. That's why China, Turkey, Russia, Cuba, Cuba. You understand? These nations, this is the problem they're taking up against the king of Babylon. Isaiah 14 and 4, he said that thou shalt take up this parable against the king of Babylon and say, how are the oppressing seized the golden city seized? So the oppressed going to seize. Why are you going to seize? Verse 5, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua had broken the staff of the wicked. Most High going to break your power structure. So the Most High divide you, Edomites, so you're going to fight against each other. Right? He said, and the scepter of the ruler. He said, who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke? He that ruleth the nation in anger is prosecuted and none hinder. So you rule the nation in anger. Look how you rule, look how you're dealing with Venezuela in anger and in wrath. Right? You're going to convict the people thing. Right? You understand? Right? This is let me continue. Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, because when the devil gonna be taken down, the earth gonna be quiet and the earth gonna be at rest. Nobody not gonna be drilling the earth for oil and cutting down the trees and polluting the air and polluting the water. All the earth gonna be at rest when you devils be taken out. Right? So verse 8, he said, yea, the fir tree rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. So the tree gonna rejoice, because the tree not gonna be you're not gonna be in no power or no might to cut down the trees again. So even the tree is gonna rejoice when you devils get taken down. Right? Verse 9, he said, hell from beneath is moved to meet thee. Right? He said, at thy coming, it store up the dead for thee, and the dead is these other nations. Right? The dead is these other weak nations, store up the dead for thee. Right? He said, even all the chief ones of the earth, it had rise up from their throne, all the kings of the nation. You understand? All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. Your prideness gonna be brought down to the grave. You understand? Down to the grave. You devils going into slavery. You devils gonna be destroyed. Right? He said, and the noise of thy voil, the worm is spread unto thee, and the worm covered thee. You understand? And the worm covered thee. Verse 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Right? Which is you Edomites. Tammany, Rothschild, Rockefeller, DuPont, Goldman Sachs. How art thou fallen from your rulership? Heaven represents rulership. This is you so-called white rulership. This is your rulership. This is your heaven. You in the power seat, and you're falling from it. You want Lucifer go back to you want Lucifer be like Bearer, enlightened one, which is Illuminati's. Right? He said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? Which did weaken the nation? How you weaken the nation? By going to overthrow the government, putting sanction on them, setting up puppet government to steal the resources. You understand? That's how you weaken this nation, by bombing them, by dividing the people nation, by oppressing oppressing the heritage of the house. You devils gotta pay for all these things. Gotta pay for all these things, right? You understand? He said, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon all the mount of the congregation in the sight of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the side of the pit. This is what happened to you, devil. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee and say, this is the man, you Edomites, that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms. Yeah, you understand? How you shake kingdoms with your technology, with your IC, with your missiles, when you drop your bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, taken out, right? You that was going to be taken out. But what we're not in Venezuela is, hey, Jacob trouble increase and it will spread through to Trinidad, Guyana, Venezuela, Brazil, Colombia, Peru, all it gonna spread, it gonna spread. Barbados, Jamaica, it gonna spread right through. The war is on the eastern side now, right? It's on the eastern side now, and they're gonna affect a lot of your food and your energy things that your energy supply that you use, that you import. They're gonna affect a lot of these islands. I mean, all these islands gonna be affected. All. So you Israelite repent and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Repent and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? This is Joel. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. He said, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshare into sword and your permanent hook into spear. Let the weak say, I'm strong. China strong. Russia strong. Turkey strong. North Korea strong. You understand? Iran strong. Then you got India, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Libya. All of them gonna be in Russia. All of them was once weak. Now they're strong. Because what? They have nuclear capability. They have the technology now. Right? He said, assemble yourself and come all he heathen. Assemble yourself and come all he heathen. Right? And gather yourself together around and about thither. Cause thy mighty one to come down, O Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? So they're gonna increase. What happened? They're gonna increase in Venezuela. Right? Let me close off with this one, right? Hey, so you Israelites need to repent. You need to repent. You understand? This is I gotta read my favorite, one of my favorite precepts. I gotta read. As a matter of fact, let me read this one here before I read that. All right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 4. He said, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, which is Yahushai. Right? Yahushai is the profitable one to rule this entire earth in righteousness. Our Lord and Savior Yahushai, who the one with God, Jesus. He's who the Yahweh will set up. Right? Verse 5. He said, in the land, in the hands of the Most High is prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Right? Let me jump down to verse 7. He said, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and both do one commit iniquity. He said, by unrighteousness, and he said, by unrighteous dealing and injury, riches got by deceit. And this is how you soak out by your riches, right? By unrighteous dealing and injury, talking about democracy, and you seize the assets from Nicholas Batura to give it to one Guaido to get to the Venezuelan people. That is a lie. That is a plain out lie. You want to get control over the people resources. As my big brother Barras always say, America, these Edomites just keep using the same formula over and over. Right? He said, verse 8, he said, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You understand? The kingdom is translated from one people to another. And this is what going to happen to you, devil. You devil's going to be rooted out. Right? You understand? He said, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. You so-called people are a covetous man. And you're earth and ashes and you're proud. Right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such a one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowel. This man have no mercy. This man have no pity. Right? You understand? Let me jump down to verse 12. He said, the beginning of pride is when one depart from Yahweh, and his heart is turned away from his maker. Because the Most High create you devils. Right? Verse 30, he said, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that had it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord Yahweh brought upon them strange calamity and overthrew them utterly. He said, the Lord Yahweh hath cast down the throne of proud prince, which is you Edomite, your throne will be cast down, and set up the meek in their seat. You understand? The meek will be the Israelite. Right? You understand? This is what happened to you devils. Right? The most High going to use Russia. Right? This is I'm gonna just jump wrong. This is Jeremiah 50 and 9. He said, for lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, which is America, an assembly of great nation, which is Russia and Russia allies, from the north country, which is Russia. Right? He said, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From hence shall she be taken. The arrow, which is the missile, shall be of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And the Chaldean shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? So America will be destroyed by Russia, China, England, France, Germany, Italy. You understand? Canada. All these places going to shoot missiles at America. Right? All these places going to shoot missiles at America. Right? You understand? As she had done, do unto her. That's exactly what happened to America. Right? As she had done, do unto her. Right? Let me get to see. Right? That's exactly what happened to this devil. Right? Let me read this. There's Revelation 17 and 16. And the ten horn which thou sawest upon the beast. Right? The beast is the which is the European Union, right? The eternal European Union, right? He said, these shall hate the whore is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And this is exactly what I'm to Babylon, right? The Let me get this one. Let me get this. Uh, right? She gets done do unto her. Right? So let me read this here. Don't find it. Uh, this is Jeremiah chapter 50. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse Verse 13, he said, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it shall not be Salakia. Right? This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 13. He said, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it shall not Salakia. Salakia. Yeah. Right? This is Jeremiah 50 and 30. He said, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it shall not be inherited, but shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished at all her plagues and miracles will be destroyed. Put yourself in array against Babylon, round and about, all he that bend the bow, right, which is the missile, shoot at her, spare no arrow, for she had sinned against the Lord. He says, shoot against her round and about, she had given her hands, her foundation are falling, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her, as she had done, do unto her. So will you Edomites? So will you Edomites do to these nations, right? And also to the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American Indian, the same gonna happen to you, right? That is where it's called. This is where it's called balance. That's justice. This society have no justice. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna bring justice. So what you devils do, they're gonna be done to you. That's justice. Now these dumb niggas marching around here, but they want reparation, they want money. No. We want the same thing up to you devils. That's justice. This we want. We want to rule over you devils. We want to enslave you devils. That is justice. Right? Right? So let me just get this out of one here. Right? This is Jeremiah 51:11. He said, make bright the arrows, gather the shield. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua rise up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, which is the Russians allies. Right? He said, Salakia, for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the vengeance of his temple. Who's the Most High temple? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. The Most High going to revenge us on our enemies. Right? He says, set up a standard upon the wall of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchman, prepare the ambush, for the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua both devised and done that which he speak against the inhabitants of Babylon. So the Most High set up an ambush. That's why you see Russia and China, Iran and Turkey gonna be in the backyard of America. They're gonna come to Venezuela, right? Cuba, Mexico, right? You understand? They're gonna use they predominantly control the Caribbean Sea with China and with China and Russia. You understand? Right? Right? Verse 13. He said, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasure. America filthy rich, abundant in treasure. Thine end is come. Thine end is come. This is the end of your time. This is the end of your age, the end of your aeon, the end of your heaven, the end of your rulership, the end of oppression, the end of wickedness. Right? The end is come. Right? He said, and the measure of thy covetousness. The end of your covetousness is come. Because the Most High give you a time to rule and a time to take it down. You understand? You can't pass the bump. Right? So you devil time is up. Hey, you understand? You devil time is up. You can't pass the bump. So we gotta do is fulfill your wickedness. And then the Most High gonna bring the hammer down on you devils. You understand? Most High gonna bring the hammer down on you devils. So you so-called Venezuelan, you are Israelites. You so-called Colombians, you are Israelites. You from the tribe of Asher. You so-called Brazilian, you are Israelites. You are Asher. You so-called Argentinian from the tribe of Natali, right? You are Israelites. You so-called Cubans, you are Manessa, you are Israelites. Right? Chile, Peru, all of y'all going on there, y'all are Israelites. Panama, right? So-called Venezuela is your brother, y'all are the Northern Kingdom. Y'all are the sons of Jacob, sons of Israel. Right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American here in Trinidad and Tobago, y'all are Israelites. Now the war is on this side. The war transferred from the Middle East to the western side. Kalala Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Hashem Rakakadash. So we enemy going down. Mawatla Babal. You understand? So with that, Ummah was edifying. Shalom to the brothers on the coming board. You understand? Shalom to the Akims on the coming board for the support. Right? The Ummah was edifying. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who taught us the truth of great stone. Right? They are the men, the Lord. They are the top rulers of the earth right now. The Most High who set them up, they are the top rulers on this earth right now. Not the so-called white man. The so-called white man don't control the narrative anymore. So-called white man on trial, and his judgment is reaching out to him right now through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Eve, you on trial too. Tutorials, you on trial too. You are the heathen nation. And your judgment reaching out to you right now. Then when our Lord and Savior return, Yahushai, is a wrap. Is a wrap. Right? So our praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums across the globe who teaching the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the elect, to the Akiums and the Akwat. Shalom.